Sometimes the smallest actions can change the course of your entire life. That's the message behind Make Your Bed by Admiral William H. McRaven, a book born from a powerful commencement speech that went viral, inspiring millions around the world. McRaven, a retired U.S. Navy Admiral and Navy SEAL commander, distills the lessons he learned from basic SEAL training into 10 simple principles for overcoming adversity, achieving success, and finding meaning in life. These lessons are not just about military discipline, they are about resilience, character, and the mindset needed to thrive in any challenge. The heart of the book is this: if you want to change the world, start by making your bed. It sounds simple, almost trivial. But as McRaven explains, it's a habit that builds the foundation for everything else. When you start your day with a small completed task, you set the tone for achievement. You prove to yourself that you can follow through. And even if the rest of your day falls apart, you'll come home to a bed that reminds you you did something right. He writes, "If you make your bed every morning, you will have accomplished the first task of the day. It will give you a small sense of pride and encourage you to do another task and another and another." This is the first lesson. Start with the small things. Great lives are built on small, consistent actions. The discipline to complete one simple task builds momentum for the next. The second lesson is you can't do it alone. In SEAL training, teamwork is everything. McRaven explains that no one succeeds in isolation. Every mission, every swim, every challenge requires partnership. You need people you can count on, and they need you. He writes, "No one makes it through life alone. Find someone to help you paddle." Whether in business, family, or friendship, the power of support cannot be underestimated. Life will test you, and when it does, you'll need others to lift you up. The third lesson: only the size of your heart matters. During SEAL training, McRaven's instructors often emphasized that physical strength means nothing without determination. The smallest men often showed the greatest courage. He recalls the Munchkin crew, a team of smaller trainees who consistently outperformed bigger, stronger men because they refused to quit. He writes, "If you want to change the world, measure a person by the size of their heart, not the size of their flippers." In life, your background, education, or appearance do not determine success. What matters is grit, the inner strength to keep going when things get tough. The fourth lesson: get over being a sugar cookie. In SEAL training, a sugar cookie is a punishment. If you fail an inspection or make a mistake, you're ordered to roll in the sand while wearing your wet uniform, becoming completely covered in grit from head to toe. The rule is simple: you can't complain, you just keep going. McRaven writes, "Sometimes, no matter how well you prepare or how well you perform, you still end up a sugar cookie. It's just the way life is." The point is resilience. Life is not fair. You will fail, be overlooked, and face setbacks even when you do everything right. The only response that matters is perseverance. The fifth lesson: don't be afraid of the circus. In SEAL training, failing a test meant being sent to the circus, 2 extra hours of punishing physical exercise at the end of the day. No one wanted the circus, but McRaven explains that those who endured it became stronger. The extra suffering built endurance and character. He writes, "Life is a circus. You will fail. You will likely fail often. But if you keep going, those failures will make you stronger." The message is clear. Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's the foundation of it. The sixth lesson: slide down the obstacle head first. There's an obstacle course in SEAL training that includes a terrifying challenge, a tall slide that most trainees approach cautiously. One day, a trainee broke tradition and went down head first, cutting his time in half and setting a record. McRaven's takeaway is that courage means taking risks. Playing it safe may protect you from failure, but it also limits growth. Sometimes, to achieve greatness, you have to dive in head first. The 7th lesson: don't back down from the sharks. During SEAL training, candidates must complete long night swims in shark-infested waters. The instructors make sure everyone knows the sharks are out there, but they also make it clear if a shark circles you, do not swim away. Stand your ground and punch it square in the snout. McRaven uses this story as a metaphor for fear. Life is full of sharks, bullies, critics, obstacles, and uncertainty. But the moment you run, fear grows stronger. When you face your fears head on, they lose their power. He writes, "If you want to change the world, don't back down from the sharks." The 8th lesson: be your very best in your darkest moments. SEAL training includes an underwater mission called the night swim. Trainees must dive deep below a ship and complete tasks in total darkness with little oxygen and no visibility. Panic is a constant threat. McRaven explains that the only way to survive is to stay calm, focused, and rely on your training. In life, you will face moments of chaos, loss, pain, heartbreak, and your ability to stay composed will define you. He writes, "At your darkest moment, when everything falls apart, that is when you must be calmest, when you must be your very best." The 9th lesson: start singing when you're up to your neck in mud. Near the end of SEAL training, there's a brutal exercise called the mud flats. Trainees are forced to spend hours in freezing mud, shoulder to shoulder, often close to breaking. But one night, a single voice started singing. Then another joined, then another. Soon everyone was singing, and the mood transformed. The lesson is simple. Hope is contagious. When things seem impossible, a small act of courage can inspire others to keep going. A song, a smile, a word of encouragement can lift spirits in the darkest times. The 10th and final lesson: don't ever quit. The last temptation in SEAL training is a brass bell. At any time, a trainee can ring the bell 3 times to quit. No more cold water, no more pain. McRaven says he watched many ring the bell when relief was inches away. He writes, "If you want to change the world, never ring the bell. Life will offer you that bell every day, the easy way out, the excuse to stop trying. But success belongs to those who endure, who show up even when it's hard." When you add these lessons together, a pattern emerges: discipline, teamwork, courage, resilience, and hope. They are simple, but they are powerful because they apply to every person, in every situation, at every stage of life. McRaven concludes that greatness doesn't come from grand gestures. It comes from small, consistent actions: making your bed, helping a friend, pushing through failure, standing up to fear. Those simple acts, repeated daily, ripple outward to change the world. He writes, "If you want to change the world, start by making your bed." The big takeaway from Make Your Bed is this: success begins with responsibility. You cannot control the world, but you can control your effort, your attitude, and your discipline. The small things you do today become the habits that define your future. That was Make Your Bed by Admiral William H. McRaven, broken down into its most powerful lessons. Which of these lessons resonates most with you? Perseverance, courage, or discipline? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this summary, make sure to like this video, subscribe to 10-Minute Books, and ring the bell so you never miss our weekly breakdowns of life-changing books. Remember, change your habits, and you can change the world starting with something as simple as making your bed.